Hello everyone, it is Ken Chrysler here, and welcome to another episode of FLH. We are in Indianapolis. Oh my goodness, and to the people of Indianapolis, I apologize. I absolutely apologize. Please close your eyes during this entrance for your safety and your sanity. Please close your eyes, because we are kicking things off with the United States champion versus the number one contender for the world title, which I'll have to root for the number one contender, because I'm definitely not rooting for the U.S. champion. Even though the number one contender thinks he can beat Newson, I have been told to not make negative comments toward him, even though he's not going to win. He can dream about it all he wants. And, you know, he says he's wanted this his whole entire life. Well, it doesn't matter what you want, because you're not going to get it. And, of course, he is one half of the tag team champions, and that's all he's going to get. But anyway, I hope he wins tonight. I really do. Because the Beige Cowboy has to be stopped, and I'm watching right now, and I'm going to look for weaknesses. That's what I'm going to look for in the Beige Cowboy. But we're kicking things off with the United States champion versus the tag team champion. And 2 out of 3 falls. And this is going to be a good one for sure, because even though I hate the U.S. champion, the Beige Cowboy, one of the worst people ever, he is competitive. He is good. I just think he's a tool and a jerk, and he's going to lose at SummerSlam. To me, that's who he's going to lose to. And a lot of people are probably wondering why we didn't start off with JEFF Productions. Well, that's because G's brother hacked into their system and stopped their show from airing for tonight. Already 4 people dead. Well, no, 3 are dead. 1 blinded, and we don't want to advertise that anymore. This brand has been in a lot of trouble, because, you know, usually it's superstars that die, but in this case it's been fans, and that's worse. That's the worst thing that can happen. And we've had our moments for sure where fans have bitten the bullet, but this is just out of control, because they have a whole SummerSlam hostage. And we're going to hear from Mentally tonight. I don't know if they're going to do I don't know what's going to happen. The main event promo is probably going to be crazy, but look at the Beige Cowboy here. Oh yeah, fancy. I've seen that 100 times. And I want to keep on seeing those signs. Our brand is in the doghouse, so there won't be any free hot dogs tonight for putting the signs up. But think of it as the greater good. Think about putting that sign up to show the world that you support justice, that you support humanity, all that stuff. By putting that sign up, calling the Beige Cowboy a moron or telling him he stinks, it just shows you that you are in the right. There you go. You had one in the back. Thank you, sir. Thank you. But anyway, Gorgey struggling so far here. And he's going up against Newson at SummerSlam. Of course, our main event tonight will be Jacob Elijah Zombie versus Newson for the Intercontinental title. So his other title is on the line tonight. And of course, I don't know what's going to happen at the main event promo. The shocker last week was Mentally's father. He is one of the people that has come back from time. And of course, he's going to have to be sent back eventually. But they can wait until the last one. But if you all don't know the backstory, Mentally's father died before he was like 5 years old. So he's never really even, met him I mean, he has, but he doesn't remember. Of course, he died by the hands of the KSD, which really do not have the power they used to have. And now he's back. So, is he one of the good Smiths? But is he going to be good now because the KSD is out of the way and, you know, he sees his son as a grown man? And what's freaky about this is really freaky, is his son is older than him. His son is older than his father, which makes absolutely no sense logically. But in this scenario, since he died, Mentally's, you know, 30, 31, around there. He like died in his early 20s. So this is weird. This is a weird situation. And hopefully we'll hear from those two tonight. And I don't know if we're going to get a bunch of people together. You know, G's been talking about getting a team together, but that was for Erdos. But they're definitely going to need a team for SummerSlam. And they, you know, they've been in a lot of trouble with the board of executives as of late. So that's an issue. And Gorgey. Throwing the Beige Cowboy around. And, yeah, this has been getting extreme already. And this is our opening match. And I think it's a good, you know, Newson's going to be challenged tonight. Gorgey needs to be challenged tonight. And I think this is good. And hopefully this weakens the Cowboy. That's what I'm hoping for. I need, you know, he's going to be a hard fight. He's beat me before. He got lucky before, and he beat me. But this time, I'm going to save the United States in Detroit, Michigan at SummerSlam. Tonight, we're in Indianapolis, which, you know, it's already tough enough for these fans to see this guy in his entrance. That horrible entrance, by the way. One of the worst entrances of all time, I would say. But at SummerSlam, it all ends. He's going home. He's never coming back when I get done with him. And I am going to be the United States champion, and I'm going to make America proud. And we got a back and forth here. These two slapping one another. And Gorgey going for the pin. And a kick out there by the Beige Cowboy. Oh, man, and another hit to the ribs. And Gorgey, oh, what a nice planned move there. And Gorgey going for the pin. And that's a point for Gorgey. All right, good start. You know, he didn't start off really good, but, you know, in the middle there, he's really been impressive. And like I said, here lately, he has become a danger. You know, he gets on these hot streaks, and you cannot underestimate him. I still think Newson's going to have it, but this guy, and he kind of copies Newson. Let's just be honest. He kind of copies him, and he missed the high-flying move there, but not enough for a 3. And the Beige Cowboy, and this is where you got to watch, where he gets angry, and he becomes very dangerous. But yeah, Gorgey, I mean, he is, he's won big lately. He won that #1 contendership, which was extremely difficult to win. And he won the big tag match at Clash at the Castle. And horrible throw, by the way. But I don't know if he can keep winning. That's the thing. And look there. Oh, what a nice move that was. Right on the L. And Beige Cowboy, not even a 2. All right. Gorgey really doing a good job here. And, I mean, him and Lurch didn't do... Oh, and here's the stun. And just like that, as soon as I give you a compliment, you get stunned. And that's a point for the Beige Cowboy. So it is now 1-1. And look at that move. Oh, wow. Great move there by Gorgey. And he's been very impressive here lately. And Gorgey, oh my goodness, yes, yes. Using that sledgehammer to, you know, to make sure the Beige Cowboy never has kids again. Oh man, that has to hurt. That's what he gets. Get him, Gorgey. Yes. Oh my goodness. And Gorgey's had enough. And he has been coming extremely dangerous now. Oh my goodness, how many times? I don't care. Keep doing it. I don't care. Beige Cowboy had enough, but oh my goodness. The shots after shots, and one was on the gluteus maximus and the other one was on the groin. The best places to hit with that hammer. Oh my goodness. And oh, a terrible throw again. You should not be a quarterback. I'll tell you that. You can't even hit a barn. That was another terrible throw by the Cowboy. I'm so glad he's not allowed to bring his holster. I'm really glad because he wants to. I haven't told you about this. The other day, he challenged me to a draw. Like literally a draw, like we are in a Western or something. I'm not playing that. I have a son. Okay? I'm not risking my life. And he misses again. Wow, Gorgey has taken him to his limits here and uses the kendo there. And another kick out. And look here, and that's what Newson does. He has copied Newson. That's why he's successful. This moveset, for some reason. Oh, my goodness. And Gorgey wins. So, the Cowboy gets what he deserves, but Gorgey just keeps on getting better every week. And going into SummerSlam with this victory, oh, man. That is boosting his momentum. What a match, though, to kick things off. And Gorgey with a big victory. He went to levels of extreme. And now it is time for our second matchup of the night, and it is going to be a good one. Tiffany and Ester teaming together. Of course, they get along a lot because, you know, Mentally dates Tiffany, and Ester is Mentally cousin. So it's going to be those two versus Denetra and Lashawnna, who have formed a partnership before. They've been a tag team champions, I believe, before. And it has just been already off the charts with that first matchup we've had. And, of course, our main event will be the Intercontinental title. That will be up for grabs. So, and then we also have our main event promo, and I don't know what's going to happen there. But Ester going after Denetra. And look at Lashawnna here, going after Tiffany. So, yeah, it'll probably have something to do with Mentally. I mean, they've cut off JEFF Productions from doing anything. But I don't know how far that's going to go, because they may come back on air. I don't know what's going to happen. And there's been a lot of pressure on our GM to do something about them, because, like I said earlier, 3 fans already dead and 1 blinded. Within 2 episodes, that happened. So, who knows what's going to happen. This is the last one before SummerSlam. And once we get to SummerSlam, it's going to be interesting. I don't know how we're going to do it yet. I don't know if it's going to be a long one or if it's going to be a 2-parter for this brand. But it's definitely going to be interesting, no matter how it plays out. And the fans are in danger. Of course, the GM and his roster are all in danger. And I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully we don't get taken over again, because the last thing we need is another dictator in charge like we had with Frey Erdos, which now is on our team at the moment. He's made a deal with Mentally. If you didn't see that, he cut a deal with Mentally. And basically, if he does his part of the job, Mentally will send him back in time before his family died. So that's part of the deal. Look at Lashawnna here. Lashawnna has been really good, but Tiffany Tyson here lately has been amazing. She pulled off, first she won the #1 contendership, and then she beat Denetra 1v1, which was outstanding. Now tonight she's going to have to team up with Ester and see if she can beat Denetra and Lashawnna. And Ester's been struggling as of late. Of course, she lost the belt to Lashawnna. And, oh, nice drop there by Tiffany. And look at Denetra here. Uh-oh. Slams Ester. Good slam there. And yeah, the Intercontinental title tonight. Newson's going to get a challenge. Jacob Elijah Zombie. So 2 out of 3. Hardcore match. That's going to be very interesting. Because Jacob Elijah Zombie, he has these moments of greatness. And then he has moments where he's just not that good. And we're going to see how he stacks up tonight. He did lose to the Beige Cowboy on his first title shot. But he's going to get another opportunity here tonight. And he's a lot bigger than Newson is. So I'm not underestimating him. And Newson's focused on the world title more than he is the Intercontinental. But we'll see if he can retain here tonight. Ester just took the guitar to Denetra. Broke it like a rock star. And I always loved the matchups between Ester and Denetra because that was like David versus Goliath. Because Ester's one of the smallest on the roster and Denetra's one of the biggest. So it was always a David versus Goliath matchup, and it was always fun to watch. And Ester, for the most part, has always gotten the best of her. There has been times where she has, here lately she hasn't been doing too well. Even though she is one half of the women's tag champions, which nobody seems to challenge that right now. Everyone's too busy. They're worried about this main title. And, yeah. And of course, Lashawnna and Tiffany, they have the rivalry of the century. They hate one another. And the last time we saw Lashawnna and Tiffany battle, Lashawnna destroyed her. But Tiffany, the past couple weeks, has been on a roll. And I don't know what's gotten into her here lately, because usually she has been in the GOAT conversation, but she's always the last person. She's always the last ranked person if we're going into that GOAT conversation. She is always last amongst the greatest women fighters. And, oh, Denetra, what a nice move there. And she gets the point. And Lashawnna had it guarded well. Ester was down. So, yeah, they get the first point. And I wonder, eventually are they going to try for the tag titles? The women's tag titles? It's a possibility. Ester just getting thrown around, and Denetra is a wrecking ball. Everybody flying around. And it's been staying all in one place, which is very odd. And usually they're pretty separated, but they keep on, sticking in one spot. Lashawnna just landed on the back of her head. Just a brutal hit. Denetra, what a big boot there. And the ref, he wasn't even aware what was going on. He needs to wake up. And Tiffany was trying to get to the pin, but she was too exhausted. And look at Denetra, wow. Doesn't even give the ref a chance to get to one. That's just amazing there. And look at Ester here. yeah, good luck picking up Denetra. You may be faster than she is, but picking her up is like a big problem. And once again, Denetra to the rescue. And yeah, wow. You got to give Denetra credit for her team playing here. I mean, it's amazing. She is just all over everyone in this. And Ester is, you know, she's just as good, too. I mean, these two teams are legit. They have some, they definitely have some chemistry with one another. Look at Ester here going for a pin. And a kick out there. And we also had Tiffany trying also to get a point on the board. And no luck there. Look here, not even a 1. Well, just a 1. Ester with a good counter, and look at Ester. Oh, wow. Good pin combo also. And just like that, it's tied up. Amazing. That is awesome. So we got a we've had nothing but, you know, competitive fights here between the first match, and hopefully the next one is fun. You know, I always want to see Newson win, but I want it to be a good fight. And look, yeah, Ester's not going to allow that. And look at Ester fly. And Tiffany. Oh, a spear by Lashawnna, but there's a pin going on already, and Ester seals the deal. And Lashawnna, I mean, she could have went the other way, but there was a lot of people in the way. The ref was in the way. Tiffany was in the way. And Tiffany and Ester succeed tonight, and Ester had a really good performance. And I wonder is Tiffany going to get lucky at SummerSlam? Is she going to defeat her nemesis Lashawnna once and for all? And only time will tell. But she's been doing really good here recently, and Ester had a great night also. Okay, Indianapolis Intercontinental title on the line. That is right. Oh, man, this is going... I'm a little bit nervous. I think Gorgey's improved, really good. So I'm a little bit more nervous at SummerSlam. But tonight, I'm just glad Newson doesn't have to do this twice again at the same night, because it's a lot on him. It's a lot on him. And this is going to be extreme for sure, because J-E-Z is very dangerous at times, and then times he drops the ball. So Is he going to take Newson to his limits? Is he going to beat Newson, or is he going to lose miserably? We'll see. I mean, this will definitely determine it. Of course, a 1v1, 2 out of 3, Extreme Rules. And the Intercontinental title is up for grabs. And it has been one heck of a night so far. Nothing but competitive fights. What we like to see. Indianapolis has really gotten a good treat so far. They've been lucky. Some of the other cities, they have not been lucky. Especially Detroit. Detroit, oh my goodness. They have not been lucky at all. And hopefully at SummerSlam we can save them all. Because they're going to need all the help they can get. And I don't know what the GM is planning tonight. I don't know if there's a rescue mission on the way or what's going on. I just know things are getting real around here. And oh my goodness, the power. And he just went right into that trash can. And you know that this man is, you cannot underestimate Jacob. Because Jacob is, you know, he started off in 22. He had an okay year there. And he took a break, I believe, in 23. I don't think he came back for 23. Or if he did, I didn't remember him. And then now he's back on 24. So he's definitely very competitive. And he's extremely strong and a lot bigger than Newson. I would love to see him face off with Paul Weiss again. That would be great. And not even a 2 there. Oh, what a great counter, though, by Newson. And with the great roll-up. Look at Newson here. Oh, wow. Good takedown there. And he's already getting started. You know, he didn't start off too hot. But once you get him going, he becomes a humongous problem. And already going for the pin here. And Jacob with the kick out. And a gut punch. And this is not falls count anywhere. It has to be inside. Just keep that in mind. But these two are definitely going to get brutal here. And I don't know if Newson's ever faced this guy one-on-one. He's definitely a lot bigger than Newson is. Even though Newson has bulked up some. And a kick out there. So, of course, we're going to have the main event promo after this. Hopefully, we'll hear from the GM. He's been under a lot of pressure to do something about the situation at SummerSlam. And Jacob Elijah's, look at that. That was a great move by him. And a kick out there by Newson. And, of course, to give you a preview of what is to come, we are going to have, at SummerSlam, I'm going to face off with the Beige Cowboy. And then there's going to be Tiffany versus Lashawnna. And as of right now, Newson and Gorgey. There's no other announcements yet for the tag titles. And, of course, the Intercontinental is being defended right now. But it's all up to Newson, and he's been really impressive here. But he's taken some damage also. And a kick out there by Jacob. We don't know anything about Jacob. I don't know any backstory about this guy. Hopefully, he doesn't talk. He's kind of like the Beige Cowboy where he doesn't talk and stuff. I haven't heard him talk. And Newson with a nice takedown there. Beautiful high-flying move there by Newson. Yeah, I haven't heard him talk. He's a very quiet guy, but he's not arrogant like the Cowboy is. He just keeps to himself. But he is a powerhouse, for sure. And he's kind of a new face to the company. And Newson going to try to get a point here. And a kick out there. Newson with some kicks to the head. And look at Newson here. Oh, perfect. And drops him right on the stop sign. Oh, what a great move there. And that was risky. And it almost looked like it didn't pay off. It almost looked like Newson was about to miss, but he managed to get enough air in there. But that was a very tough, high-flying move there by Newson. And look at the zombie. Oh, my goodness. Gets a little bit of payback. And Newson, oh, man, perfect move. Perfect move. Can he get a point, though? And he does. So 1 point for Newson. It is 1-0. If Newson gets another fall, he wins this thing and retains the Intercontinental title. And a lot of people, especially after he defeated Frey Erdos and Strider Salvo, a lot of people are, considering him in the GOAT conversation, especially since, Blue Necks kind of fell off. So, and he has been impressive, been world champion since 22. So, of course, Gorgey is a copycat, and I'll say it, I don't care. What is he going to do? Change his hair color again? Gorgey is a copycat. He is using the exact same moves as Newson, if you haven't noticed. So he is going to try to use Newson's own arsenal against him. And almost won that. But Jacob kicked out at the last minute, or second. I hate when I say minute, because obviously it's a second. It's one of those expressions you just say it no matter what, even if it's a minute or not. It's just one of those expressions. I shouldn't have said it because they told me not to say it in commentary school when I used to go to commentary school. And look at Newson here. Oh, he landed right on the gluteus maximus. And J-E-Z is going to take full advantage of that. And he's got this Really good submission locked in, but it's outside, so it can't count. I don't think it's going to matter either way, but definitely weakens his opponent. Yeah, I thought Newson was going to perfect greatness there. And he was a little, J-E-Z got out of there just in time. And definitely, oh, nice chair throw by Newson. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And now we're going with the back and forth. Who's going to win it between these two? Oh my goodness, and yeah, that hand to the head is definitely going to win it when you're that big. And this does not look good. Newson is struggling now, and still kicks out somehow, despite the getting hit with the object and hitting the head. Also with that big hand, that's one big hand, not as big as Morton Wallace. You don't recall Morton Wallace. Oh, my goodness. He had the world's biggest hands and longest arms. But he can no longer be on here because that feature is not available. Your hands cannot be the size of your torso. And Jacob, again, lands a devastating move, but it's outside. He's got to do it inside. But I don't think he cares. I think he wants to cause as much harm as possible because he's psychotic. And he doesn't talk, and you always have to watch out for the quiet ones. Still 1-0 though. And what a kick to the head. And Newson's trying to make a comeback here. Good sweep there. He's definitely feeling that momentum. And look at Jacob. Oh, man, he timed it perfectly. And right on the kendo, too. Oh, my goodness. And this is officially a tie. So Jacob now putting up a fight. And next fall is going to have the Intercontinental title. And if he would have did that past one in there, it could have already been over. But look at Newson sneaking up on him. He turned his back on his opponent, and he's going to pay the price. Look at this. Beautiful move by Newson. And uh-oh. Oh, and look at... Oh, I thought it was going to land on the can, but... Hey, this could be it. And it is. And he retains the Intercontinental title. Amazing. Great performance. And, yeah. So now he's just got to defend the world title at SummerSlam. But tonight he defends the IC title. It wasn't easy, but he pulled it off. And J-E-Z did a good match with him, but Newson wins in the end. And now it is time for our main event promo for this brand, and it looks like father and son are going to meet, have a little chit-chat. This is going to be right before SummerSlam happens. So who knows what's going to happen between this conversation, but it's definitely going to be an interesting conversation. Son, I brought you out here tonight for the main event promo so we can talk one-on-one, man-to-man, father to son. First of all, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of what you have achieved. I'm so proud of my grandkids. I'm so proud of the woman that you married. But you do have an issue, and that is this brand. And things just keep on getting worse. I died because of the KSD. And what I've been caught up on since my death has gotten worse than the KSD. It gradually gets worse. And if you think once JEFF Productions is gone, something else is going to come. And it just never ends. And that is why, after we finish JEFF Productions, and we save the people of SummerSlam, and I will be right by your side, son, that is why I want you to consider on selling the company to Clifford Welch. I know. You want to keep Mike's legacy going, but it only gets worse. And you can't even trust your own people anymore because they're not looking out for you. And I'm telling you, I may have been murdered by the KST, but my own people set me up. And I know that for a fact. And I don't want the same situation for you. You have a lot more to lose than I ever did. You have more children than I ever had. And you have a wife that's stable. You have people that care about you. So once this is over, I want you to think about it. Walk off into the sunset. Retire. Take Tiffany with you. And never look back. Because once Clifford buys this place, there's going to be another heathen to challenge us. And that's not if we manage to make it out of this, that is. Because I've never seen evil like this. I dealt with the KSD. They're nothing compared to the Warlords. They're nothing compared to JEFF Productions. And what's after that? Because let's just face it, you can't control this brand anymore. And if you want to stay safe, if you want to stay alive, if you want to stay away from insanity, you will consider selling to Clifford. I want you to think about it. I don't want a response tonight. I will have to go back eventually, I know. And I'm going to try to spend as much time as I can with you. And I will fight by your side, and I will destroy these imbeciles, these psychotic imbeciles, along with you. I just don't want you to have the same fate as me. And if something crazier doesn't come after JEFF Productions, some of these people will give you a Julius Caesar treatment and stab you in the back. Melissa, don't trust her. She's one of them. But I don't trust most of the roster, to be honest with you. So once this business is done, you have to consider walking away and selling to Welch. So yeah, Clifford wants to buy the brand. They keep on bringing it up. And it could happen at the end of the year. RJ was warning mentally to do it. Sell the brand. Live your life. Get away from here. And here comes Erdos. And I don't know why he's here. He's supposed to help out at SummerSlam, though. And everyone's excited to see him. And Frey Erdos, what is he going to say? Mentally, I'm sorry I interrupted your catch-up time with your father. But Magnus and Moss have went against your orders. They're attacking JEFF Productions at SummerSlam as we speak. And we need to get there immediately to provide them backup. Oh my goodness. This is a giant mistake by these two numbskulls that go by Magnus and Moss, and they are charging SummerSlam as we speak. Oh my goodness. I don't think they're prepared to attack JEFF Productions. But here they are, the two Vikings. And we'll see what happens next time here. Oh my goodness, there's about to be a collision. The war is about to start. And at the pay-per-view, we'll see what happens. You made a big mistake coming here, Vikings. A big mistake.